Okay, let's see if this is working still. So welcome back to Sword of Legends with me, Tryonus. I'm just getting myself a little bit comfortable wearing a headset today because last time I think the microphone could pick up the speakers as well as its own internal pickup system, so I think that's why it kind of sounded a bit weird. For the game volume, I tend to use speakers more these days than headsets, so it feels a little bit weird at the moment. But yeah, I just thought we'd continue on with where we left off in this game, where we found out that the good guy turned into a bad guy and we ended up with a flying sword and lots of different things. So yeah, let's just continue on with our berserker here and we'll see really what happens, and we'll just try. Let's see. Don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for tonight. Probably about an hour, hour and a half. We'll try. I know it's a bit of a slow way to play an MMORPG, but hopefully one night I'll be able to play a bit longer. But unfortunately, due to other people in the house, I can only do like 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours, because they work early mornings, as you may or may not be aware. But yep, hopefully everything is working okay. Just need to wait for the game, and I've also done some different things with my webcam as well, so hopefully it's not too orange in more ways than one, not just the border but me and the background and everything. We will kind of see what happens. It looks a bit better to me. I just don't know if it's a bit too orange. Anyway, we have a game to play. So we need to speak to this elder guy. So
aha. Then it all makes sense. The attack on Tryonus village and the breaking into the Temple of Wisdom here are just a diversion.
A diversion from what? A huge amount of demonic ki hisses through the air close to you.
You still don't get it? The enemy's true objective is the unnamed sword from Yue Palace.
Okay. Our enemies. So I guess they now include Ho Chang.
If he really is involved, then the Maoist magistrate will punish him for it.
I won't believe it until I have seen it with my own eyes.
Jun Xiangmu reacted much the same. Whether he is our friend or foe doesn't change the fact that Hao Tsang is at Yue Palace right now. Go there and find out the truth yourself.
I'll go to him.
Yes. If you could help us to put out this big fire while you're heading over there, we would be very grateful. Use this rain rune to do so. It will let you summon short rain showers to smother the flames.
Okay. Fair enough. So one way to for that. Ooh, your weapon dealer. Have you got anything of interest?
All my weapons are sharp and freshly whetted. You really must be very careful when making your choice.
Okay. So Slayer, Drunken Master. That's for the tank, and that's for us. But looking at it, it's exactly the same weapon, so that's a waste of time. What about you? I only just gave it an inspection today. I'll take you there safely. Okay. Oh, hi, Mr. Undead. How are you? another one. Just like how they allow the undead to roam. Tryonus, the Grandmaster at front, you can get to see him soon. Okay, if you say so. Well, I think someone just decided to slow us down. Because I'm just glad they allow the undead to walk freely. Isn't that nice for them? Now we've got to take care of them. Just got to kill 2 or 3 more of these. Boom. That'll do. Alright. Hi. He looks thoughtfully at the U Palace. Elder Zhangmu.
So, you came too. Good.
Is Ho Chang really in U Palace? He nods. Impossible. You prepare to enter the
Don't
palace.
go inside. Lieutenant Yue said that he wanted to clear up this matter with Hao Tsang alone.
What? Suddenly strong disturbance of soul force streams out of U Palace.
Oh no. Maybe Qian Xing is no match for him.
If it's a matter of life and death, we shouldn't hesitate any longer.
Okay. Go and help Qian Xing. But getting inside the palace isn't going to be easy. Perhaps you'll have to fight your way through demons blocking your way. Good luck.
Okay. You think they appreciated my help?
Lieutenant Yue and the Huaishuang sword are hiding in the treasury on the upper floor of the Yue Palace. Hao Tsang has just gone there too. When we saw Hao Tsang's strange look, we wanted to stop him, but he was too strong and hurt us.
Don't worry, you did what you could. Stay here and rest. I'll go to U Palace. Treasury. A meteor shower. Alright. Sounds good.
Tianxing, you all right?
没事，打浩仓的很不对劲。
Stop playing. Get the sword.
我家的无名之剑，你别碰它。
Another sword. They like swords. Oops. Wrong key.
When I was 15, My father gave me the unnamed sword and admonished me to keep it safe. If he knew I had lost the sword, he would wring my neck. No, I'll have to fetch Haotsang back.
You're injured.
I'm still alive, and that's enough.
I'm coming with you.
We'll leave the remaining devastators in the temple to you.
How nice of you.
Haotsang, why did you come here? Where is Chen Qing?
The holy tree of Shen Nong. Could it withstand the blow of the divine sword of Fu Shi?
Duck, quick! Ah! Daddy! Brother Haotsang! You!
I've severely damaged the lunar crown tree. Father's mission was already completed. Those people are all headed straight into their own graves. We could also do that later.
Stay calm. We will repair the barrier of the lunar crown tree together.
So we stole a sword to make a tree unwell. Right, and now we get to use a Bastilia. An improved one at that.
Now entering vehicle mode. You have acquired special vehicle skills. Hold the right mouse button and drag the cursor to turn.
I think I vaporized that one. Is that it? There we are. Did it? Dunk. Right, what have you got to say for yourself? He looks up at the lunar crown tree, shakes his head and sighs.
The lunar crown tree has been damaged. The Valley of 100 Grasses is facing the greatest crisis in its history. I don't know if the Grand Master will be able to find a solution for it.
If the lunar crown tree can't be
then
healed...
it means the end.
Okay.
Hey, inform the Grand Master about the location of Lieutenant Yue and place these automata in the Lunar Crown Pond to cleanse the water of the Devastator's negative chi.
Okay, indeed, and what will you do?
The Yue Palace was so heavily damaged that Qian Xing and the others would be shocked if they came back now. I'll take care of the repairs.
And we get some sort of headgear for that. $300 XP and a bit of... There we go. Right click, code, double left clicking. Okay, so now we need to purify the water. How nice. 1, 2, and 3.
Mohist, Grandmaster. What have I, Ying Mo Feng, done to deserve that title?
You report in detail what happened at your palace.
Buds bloom and then wither away. Every spring is inevitably followed by a winter. Even a clever girl like Qing'er can't escape destiny.
Did something happen to Qing'er?
She got infected by the Blight Beast poison while she was healing the wounded, and is now fighting for her life. I've already done everything within my power, but... Back when Qing'er and Haotsang had their wedding, the flowers were blooming and thriving so magnificently in the Valley of 100 Grasses. I never thought that so much could change in a year.
Where is she? I'll go and check her now. He points behind him towards the pavilion. Thank you, Elder Zio. Zio.
Father. Master.
Queer, dear Queer. Her eyes flutter open weakly when she recognizes you. She gathers the loss of her strength. Tryonus, I'm here.
Haotsang. Has he still not returned?
You see the expectant expression on her face and suddenly don't know how to answer her. Tryonus said that he's still got a lot to do. She opens her mouth to speak, but starts coughing uncontrollably. Flecks of blood cover her lips. He also said he would always keep your scent pouch with him. You should not try to hurry it and patiently wait for him to return.
Wait. Patiently. Please, go to the Lunar Crown. Select a handful of lunar lotus seeds for me. An old recipe for a strong medicine. I've never actually tried it before, but I don't have a choice.
Okay. There's two there, okay. So might as well get these two. There we go, and one more.
The medicine is my last chance. The gods will decide whether it works or not.
Kuguya. And just like that. They appear to have suddenly aged 10 years.
Grandmaster, the Blight Beast's poison is too potent. The Lunar Crown Tree won't be able to withstand it much longer.
The Valley of 100 Grasses is no longer up to this situation. It looks like it's time to call on the Qin League. Where is Venerable Lilani?
She's already on the way to Cloud Rise to put together a rescue plan with Master Kunwutse.
Thank you for bringing us this warning so swiftly. Come with us to Cloud Rise. You can ride up front on the Lushu.
Understood, Grandmaster.
Elder Chow, you just said that Qing'er...
This Lunar Crown Tree business is serious. First, go to Cloud Rise. Leave everything else to me. I'll do whatever is within my power.
I'll do my best and obey destiny.
You just say something about I have new mail. Congratulations, you obtained the following achievement: travel note and the 100 grasses. Here's your reward. Consumable, receive the Valley of 100 grasses avatar. Okay. Consumable, use to receive the Italian Blade Peak avatar. Okay. Some avatars then. Oh, nice. Okay. Right. Let's talk to this.
It's quite windy up here. Hold on tight.
Alright. It's tiring. What a weird thing to say. It's tiring. And we get to ride Santa's reindeer. Wherever this cloud rises. It's a very strange game, this, but you know, it is what it is. Good old loading screens again, though. Okay.
You don't need to rush. Come and tell me who you're looking for. Since the Valley Master of the Valley of 100 Grasses has invited you, please proceed through Yingshen Gate. Well, do you still have any questions?
Cloudrise is so big. Where's the Valley Master and the others?
Oh, I almost forgot this is your first time here. Since the era of Goddess Lan Yaoqi, 900 years ago, we did much to improve Cloudrise. And that's why we have such elegant houses and beautiful scenery today. It really is very easy to get lost if you don't have any guidance. The gateway in front of you is Yingshen Gate. It might look normal, but Venerable Lan Yaoqi has cast a special enchantment on it. No one with evil intentions can pass through it.
Impressive.
After Yingshen Gate, you got the Lotus Terrace. There's a white lotus on the terrace that is fragrant, clear, calming, and our dear Cloudrise's treasure. On the other side of the Lotus Terrace is the Yaotian Palace. The name is our homage to the goddess. It's the most important place in Cloudrise. Every elder will go there to discuss important matters.
And Qing League, you mentioned.
You guessed correctly. It's there too, of course.
Thank you for the advice. I'll set off right away. Alright. Learn
Here.
Phantom Storms.
I appear to have been here before. Originally, it was...
Nice. Alright. Let's just get up here. I know we could use this flying sword like other people are doing, but honestly, does it really matter?
Unfortunately, I can't come. I'm in a secret realm. Sorry.
Kind of you, Shenren. The Taiwa instance is very important. Of course, you pay great attention to it.
Indeed. The Lunar Crown Tree may not be ignored. I've already heard about the business with Chu-Chin-Su village from the Grand Summoner.
I never would have thought the Blight Beast is so poisonous that even the Divine Tree of Shenong would not be able to resist.
Valley Master, how is the Lunar Crown Tree?
Although many protectors are working together, the Lunar Crown Tree has temporarily lost its soul consciousness. I'll discuss Taihua Mountain and the Valley of 100 Grasses are thousands of leagues apart, yet they were attacked one after the other by the devastators.
Genren Nanshun, how is the Taihua instance?
There are no problems at the moment, but the 10-year reinforcement deadline is approaching, and no one knows. Everything is complicated today. Not just Meijia, but the devastators, full of negative qi, also really surprise me.
Yes, Genren. The most urgent thing right now is to find out
Grandmaster!
where these... Lieutenant Yue, what is wrong with you?
I heard that you ordered the Moists to seize Hao Tsang. Why didn't you tell me?
Jianqing.
I can clearly distinguish between the righteousness and the small affection. Besides, what he took away was the nameless sword of my family. Don't worry, I'll bring back Hao Tsang. It's all solely because of him that my Chinger is always so worried about him.
I think they really need to fix that part. Oh, kept interrupting each other and some of it didn't even make sense.
The unnamed sword is a treasure which has been passed down through our family for generations. It was forged by combining the divine sword Morning Glory and the ancient sword Shadowbone,
I have no idea,
and can break through any magical structure.
That means we even gain the strongest magical barrier car protectors.
Indeed.
No wonder the magical protection of the Lunar Crown Tree was powerless against the sword. Right.
When the Master left us, she left behind countless texts. They have been accumulated and arranged by scholars over the last 900 years. Now there are as many ancient scriptures in the Langhuan Pavilion as there are stars in the sky. It's not easy finding records of the devastators and negative qi in such a short time. Go to the Langhuan Pavilion and ask the scholar Chang Shuefeng for clues.
Okay. Here we go, a new sword. An iron cut. It does more physical attack, gives me some more stamina and more fortune, and also some bonus qualities for allergy and power. Alright, cool. Our first new sword. Oops, not that one. Can just go there. Oh, and it actually looks different as well. That's not bad. I think it's B for inventory, isn't it? Okay. I don't know what. Tied to your character. I don't know what to do with them. Some weird things, but cannot be sold. Some sort of weird hook. Okay. Interesting. Hold Alt for more information. See. Don't know how to use them at all, but never mind. We'll figure it out later. Maybe. Alright. That's all taking place there.
Devastators. Negative chi. Second shelf on the left, third compartment, volume number 5. Check in the fifth.
What an outstanding memory. Okay, I ain't reading that lot.
With Chisha sitting in the city, he wouldn't dare disturb Taihua, not even if there were 100 times as many evil spirits.
Unfortunately, if the two masters
How are you anyway, Scoop?
and Chang'an are still around, it's not...
Blah blah blah. Load of expedition and the law probably, but okay, is that everything? Right. Yeah, someone's got a big fish. Someone's got some money that they don't need.
I'm Lila, Plague Goddess, and the Blight Beast on top of that? Is the global conflagration of 70 years ago repeating itself?
Where are the others?
The Grand Master and the Grand Summoner have already set off into the underworld themselves to find a cure for the Lunar Crown Tree. And Lieutenant Yue, he said he wanted to capture Hao Tsang, and then a moment later, he vanished.
Oh, Lieutenant Yue has no patience with this business. Oh, and there's something else. You tell Lian about the Blade Heart.
That doesn't sound good. The Blade Heart has been damaged for years, and we're right in the middle of a major war. Its soul force is unstable, and I fear that if we don't stabilize it in time, it will disappear completely.
Well, we must be able to do something.
Luckily, you're already here in Cloudrise. That shouldn't be too difficult. This panda next to me, excuse me, I mean Master Kunwuzi, he's a master swordsmith and knows the three swords very well. He must be able to help you avert this disaster.
Thank you. And we get some wine. Sea of Fog wine. Okay. Mastery Slayer Drunken, not for the... Okay, I don't know what that's for. Looks like some equipment, but... I don't know. Oh, it's there. Okay. Cloud paths. It's such a weird game. He looks at you and shakes your head slowly. Vulnerable one, what do you mean? You're scaring me.
Oh.
If you only whine and do not talk, you will never master the Blade Heart ancestor.
The Blade Heart fragment has been weakened for many years, and it still hasn't been able to bind itself to your spirit completely. Its soul force is almost exhausted, and it has retreated deep into your subconsciousness. If you are unable to get it back soon, I fear it will disperse completely.
What can we do about that?
Just a little thing, as long as Genren Jishar agrees.
But Genren Jishar comes and goes like the wind and hasn't been seen for days.
Oh, all right. Then with Chenren Suyin's help...
Have you forgotten that he has been traveling for a long time and hasn't been heard from for a while now?
Now she's got a strange voice.
Oh, you two. Well, if that's the case, that makes things more difficult.
He blinks at yours and rubs his wrist.
All right. Meditate for a while first. Moji, Suji, and I will help you stabilize the Blade Heart so that it doesn't become scattered.
That'll be... Thank you, Master Kunwuzi. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing these names right. Oh... Okay. Happy Trinity. Yeah. Have to complete this. How do you feel? I feel much better, but I'm still unable to feel the voice of the Blade Heart ancestor.
You were contaminated with so much negative chi in the Valley of 100 Grasses. You should count yourself lucky that it doesn't scatter immediately. And you still expect it to romp around happily?
Negative chi, I'll just read a book about the... I'll just read in the book of Luhan Pavilion that negative chi is associated with the Plague Goddess. In other words, the Brave Heart ancestor's illness is very serious, and even Master Kunwuzi is unable to help him.
Of course the Master can help him. It's just that this spell to get rid of the negative chi...
Wait. Di Wang's sacrifice formation is very complex and requires special materials. Luckily, some of them are stored in Cloudrise. Go straight to Chaotong Palace and ask Tang Kan for them. That'll save you having to look all over the place for them.
So what are these ingredients?
1 red flamestone, 5 pieces of phoenix breath jade, and 100 grams of phoenix scale powder.
Is that all? Alright, I'll remember that.
Once you have gathered all the ingredients, come and find me on the Terrace of the Hanging Sword. Moji and Sujie, you come back with me to prepare everything.
Alright. Ooh, someone's got some sort of black dragon now. Someone's showing off wings. Like I said, people have got money to waste on this. Or they plan to play it for a long time.
Well,
what does that mean? All these things so difficult to get a hold of?
our Cloudrise has existed for over 900 years already. You will never find rarities more easily than here. You're asking for 3 things at once. I'm afraid that Skinflint and Yan Fei won't be too pleased. All right. I'll write him a letter and explain everything in detail. Take the letter to the warehouse and hand it to Yan Fei. Whether or not he helps you is entirely down to your luck.
Great, thank you. So I'm in a place that can get these rare items, but they're still difficult to get. Well, General trader there. Fine, he just walks off. You don't want anything? If you get sick of carrying so much stuff with you, you can stow it with me temporarily. How nice.
That bloody Tang Kan always keeps getting me into trouble. He knows that I hold them in great esteem. If the sword Bladeheart is in trouble, how could I stand by and do nothing? But these 3 things you're asking for are no ordinary things. That really makes me... Ah, to hell with it. Who else would use them anyway? But I'm only loaning them to you. You must promise to bring them back if at all possible.
You have my word.
I'll remind you of that if necessary. Okay, start by taking the red flamestone. You can get the phoenix scale powder and the phoenix breath jade from the weaponsmith Ching Hoi. Ask her if she'll give you any.
Thank you, Vulnerable Master. I'll build it to her right now. Two more ingredients.
You need the phoenix breath jade? I'm afraid I don't have enough of it myself right now.
Did Yaffy give you some to you recently?
It's all their fault.
Oh, you're talking about the crystal tigers.
The phoenix breath jade I've just received ended up in their bellies before it could even get warm in my hands. If you bring it back to me, I'll give you half.
Agreed, but I don't need that much. 2 pieces will be enough.
That's even better then. Take this jade shard. You should be able to use it to lure out those gelatinous beasts.
Alright. See if Wolf said. Okay. So we need to go and kill some crystal tigers. That's 2. Well, that was easy. Still like the graphics and the artwork in this game. Just the weird story.
I have I've made countless weapons before, but I don't know how to use them against crystal tigers. I should probably work on my fighting technique too. Here you go. 2 pieces of the Phoenix Breath Jade are yours. Oh, and if you ever need your weapons polishing and restoring, just come to me.
Thank you, thank you. And Phoenix Scale Powder. Besides heavily and reluctantly gives you 100 grams from her Carcun bag. Thank you. And I get some headgear.
Click on the interface with the left mouse button to show the information on this quest.
Alright. Open the mission window. Okay. Show location. Way over there. Okay, so let's use our flying sword. You just slowly glide down. Bump. He takes the ingredients you brought, takes a glance at them, and passes them to the 2 little sword spirits. I guess that's them 2, I guess.
Well then, let's cast a spell to gather the negative chi in the depths of your consciousness and expel it. You must take this opportunity to get rid of it quickly.
Alright.
You live in your own soul world. Free your spirit from negative chi.
I'll do it. Blade Heart Ancestor, Blade Heart Ancestor, I have eliminated the negative chi. Wake up quickly. Blade Heart Fragment. ...
It almost collapsed and is too weak now. It probably isn't enough just to eliminate the negative chi.
It still doesn't work. What should I do?
But don't worry. There's another way. You return to your school and go to the place of designation. There you can borrow the relics of the previous Swordmaster. As long as the Blade Heart Fragment is still alive, it should react.
Thank you for the tip, Master. Lucius, she hurries over joyfully and says she can take you to your school's base in Cloud Rise. Hee, thanks for that.
The sacred valley where Cloud Rise is located is enormous. The whole of Shenzhou would fit inside it. To facilitate communication between the various schools of the Qin League, they built bases near Cloud Rise. They are constantly guarded. New students can return to their respective schools from the plateau of torrential fog.
Okay. Now we just saw this person, because it's supposed to be a soul of a deer or something like that, I don't know, a doe or whatever, flying. Why don't she fly now? I don't know. Alright. So here we go to the Berserker Heartlands. And we have teleporters as well.
Click on the interface with the left mouse button to show the information on this quest.
Right. Pay your respects to Do You. After your arrival to the beautiful Rapture, and we're gonna get some new armor, some sort, and then a load of other armor as well at some point. Okay. So everyone here should be Blade Master. Or Berserker even. Right, well. Whoa. Huh. Having fun chopping down the wood, I guess. Right. Oh, what does this guy want?
I may be young.
You're here. I haven't seen you for days. You've changed so much that you remind me of the former Moonsword Master Yin Fei Guang.
Okay. Out of... I have no idea how to pronounce that. Unfortunately, I was born too late, so I don't know what kind of person he was. Perhaps a wise and prudent as the Grandmaster?
If he's prudent, then I'm as steadfast as Tai Mountain.
What?
Yin Fei Guang is a witty man. He enjoys making friends and going traveling. But at the critical moment, he was the one who risked his life by launching an attack so the others could reinforce the seals of the 5 Heaven Stones.
I will follow the Elder's example and not bring shame upon the Mountain Sword.
If you do that, I haven't come to the wrong person. Master Kunwudze is already here. You're a student, so listen to all his instructions.
Of course. Alright, so we get this white robe instead of it being green. Okay. I suppose it might be better to actually use the flying sword in this area.
When you're holding it in your hand, it's also time to surrender yourself over to the Lunar Mirror of Distant Dreams.
Holding what? Lunar Mirror of Distant Dreams, I know that name.
Of course it sounds familiar. Before her enlightenment, the goddess Yaoqi took this artifact with her wherever she went. Every student knows that it's extremely useful.
Such a precious treasure.
There's only one lunar mirror of distant dreams in the whole world, and it's kept in intoxicating dreams. My master is actually quite stingy, so how could he?
Pardon?
My master likes to save his money. Why did he give you that? What you're holding in your hand right now is just, how can I put it?
A poor imitation?
Yes. That's exactly what I mean.
If you two keep bickering, I'll make you guard the fire pit for a month. You now have the Lunar Mirror of Distant Dreams. If you're lucky, you'll be able to use pets to connect to it and visit unexplored places. And you can even use it to work out the future from the present and the past.
That's what she said, aye. How can I connect to it?
I'll cast the spell for you this time. It'll be helpful if you can awaken your blade heart.
Yes, it's an MMO. It's available on Steam. It's a bit like Guild Wars. You pay for it once and then it's free to play. Complete the quest. Oh.
I won't hide it from you. My wine contains the tears of the fish people, blood from the fingertip of Dukhang's descendants, grapes picked by the princess of the western regions in person, sweet spring water in Shanghai well, brewed slowly in the cellar and distilled 3 times. Captured a floating head and confronted it every day. A cold wind blows during the day, hot wind at night. It takes 10 years to get a little jug like this.
Rubbish! Shenhai Well clearly only contains brackish water.
This is a big world. There are a lot of things. Whether or not you believe me, this wine is amazing. The first sip gives you a buzz, the second triggers hallucinations, and the third makes you fall over. Not even Genren Shisha can withstand him.
Venerable Yin!
Why are you pulling that face? Or did Genren Shisha really just fall from the sky? Waha!
Bring me wine. A really fine wine. I'll swap it for this one.
The Pine Cloud Tassel. It's one of the world's most special treasures.
Here's other fish people. Yeah, wow. There's a lot of strange things like that. Oh, I need to complete this. Awaken. Blade Heart Ancestry awake at last. No? Okay.
There's a real resonance. This method seems to work.
What method?
When the three swords were sleeping in the Qiandun Stonehouse, I used my soul force from the Blade Heart to set up a dream world called Intoxicating Dreams. Only those chosen by the Blade Hearts of the three swords can use the soul force of the fragment to sense the Blade Hearts and connect with them. This way, their spiritual consciousness can even enter Intoxicating Dreams. It is home to many Blade Heart fragments, and also the treasures and rare talents I have discovered over the years. If you're lucky, you'll encounter them in Intoxicating Dreams.
The main section of the Lunar Mirror of Distant Dreams is here. If you wish to use it in the future, you can connect to it by moving your heart.
Thank you for the tip. And also, Mr. Kumbu, I will put the madman from Chow first then. Chu? Who knows? So we ended up with another book. Well, so there we are. Requires beginner level 19. I think I'm level 7. Ooh, my ping's very high. Probably because I'm streaming and whatnot, but it doesn't seem to be affecting anything, does it, considering it's all in the bed? Unless that's the reason why a lot of things are getting cut off in the cutscenes, I don't know. And then it goes down again to 55. Right, we're on all the way back over here.
I may be younger, but since I joined before you did, you should call me older sister.
Madman from Chu. I also wish specific in the Sword Oath of the Berserkers.
You? But you can't even drink more than 2 swigs of wine, you little...
Your nickname is on the tip of his tongue. I want to exact vengeance for everyone and find out who's behind all of this evil.
既然如此，那这招也是时候传授给你了。
And then it suddenly switches back to Chinese, I think.
You may well know a few moves with a sword, but you're lacking vitality. Great technique and full vitality are indispensable for those who wield a sword. One may only reach the highest level of swordplay if the two perfectly complement each other.
Thank you for the advice, Madman from Chu.
Someone else who's much more qualified than I am will instruct you later on. You definitely passed basic training. That much is behind you. I saw what you did during the incident in the Valley of 100 Grasses. You have the diligence as well as the talent. If you weren't taking part in the sword oath of the Berserkers later on, I wouldn't permit it.
You laugh sheepishly.
Wine. The drink of the gods. Come on, don't just stand there. Have one with me.
But...
Don't be scared. If a berserker doesn't drink, they wouldn't even have the strength to pick up their sword in battle. Come on, drink.
Then I'll drink with you as a student. So to use the sword, you've got to be boozed up. Where's the tankard and drinking?
It's called sacrificing your life. You're still preserving yours. Come on, let's drink. Just one more cup.
Alright.
You're drunk. Look at what you're doing there.
I may be younger, but since I joined...
Drinking and sword dancing as one, I suddenly feel vitality flowing through my entire body.
You learn fast, and you're worthy of my 3 jugs of wine. The way you just activated your vitality, make sure you don't forget it. It will be beneficial for your cultivation in the future.
Is the madman from Chu trying to give me some pointers? Thank you, madman from Chu.
The 3 heroes all have their own strengths in martial arts, and the 10 great berserkers are the 10 best berserker students. The students hold Huaishuang swordbearer Bai Qian and me in high regard, and we number among the 3 heroes. Shang Feiyue, the 3rd hero, is also known as the Swallow. You will have also seen him at the battle.
Someone who's known as the Swallow. Okay.
But I've prattled on for long enough. It's late. Go see Bai Qian and Shang Feiyue to get some pointers on your sword technique and movement. Quickly now. And by the way, you can also go see Se Kongjin, the leader of the 10 great berserkers, and borrow a copy of the book Legends of the Drunken Master.
Got it. Right. Let's see what.
打起精神来，虽然百草谷遭逢大难，却也没有到山穷水尽的时候。
You are sad, but I get the impression that Measure has even bigger ambitions. The enemy is hiding in the dark now.
当年青崖祖师斩杀了误入歧途的老友后，豪饮数十坛美酒，这才悟出了坛甲酒问中只愈悲愈强、愈痛愈刚的一路剑法。我辈弟子若是一味沉湎于哀愁自缢，那祖师的一番心血不就白费了吗？
Thank you. I'm not even going to pronounce that, sword bearer. I will pull myself together.
要是天心有你1/10的剑法天赋，只怕无名之剑也不会落在媚家手里。
I will do my best to investigate the whereabouts of the unnamed sword.
江湖路远，我日后也不能时时在你身边指点。不过斩锋时刻中的2位眼下正在外面游历，你若有修行上的疑难，尽管请教他们。
But I don't know what they're called.
一个叫裘玉衡，因为身法尤其飘逸，得了个流仙客的绰号，但因不喜拘束，向来不在一处久居，迄今已有2、3年未曾回谷了。另一个叫许青兰，修为深厚，见识绵延，灵力宛如江流不绝，还曾蒙紫都仙子亲授神农自语之法。他性子温和，细腻入微，你若遇见，可多跟他讨教几句。
I'll bear it in mind.
行，我也不耽误你的时间了，你这就回去向楚狂客复命吧。
I'm gonna get some new braces. Okay. Do I have to talk to her again? You turned around to leave.
I learned an incredible trick a few days ago.
Now she speaks English.
I'd like to discuss it with Hao Tsang if he were here. Such a shame.
You hear the incredible movement and go back. Sword bearer, if you have mastered this incredible movement, can you teach me?
Very well. One more person would mean more power anyway. The Devastators have already retreated, but unfortunately the unnamed sword was stolen and the lunar crown tree is fighting for its life. The Valley of 100 Grasses needs our protection now more than ever. Do what I do. Practice the movements you learned again.
As you command.
As you know, redoubtable fighters from all over the country came to the school back then. They only gathered out of admiration for Grandmaster Qinyang. That's why the traditional Berserker sword techniques are so diverse in nature to this day. After the Grandmaster's death, the most formidable students were able to eliminate problems themselves, though standardizing all the different sword techniques was difficult. Fortunately, Lan Yaoqi gave them a groundbreaking piece of advice. This led to the creation of a unique direction.
斩锋剑术讲究至强至快，随性而发，其中真意不知你已领悟几成。若是准备完毕，便来展示给我看吧。
Okay. Begin the test. One. Okay. How long will I need to finally master with such a sword technique?
The great epiphany of swordsmanship which the Berserkers strive for can often only be reached following great sorrow or a great loss. The incident in the Valley of 100 Grasses offers you the perfect opportunity to refine your skill. You've developed a touch that would indicate extraordinary talent in such a short time as well. But you still have a long way ahead of you. What happens next all depends on you.
Thank you, sword. I could say. No way I can pronounce her name. 3 people play an important part in the history of the turtle. Do you know their names? I'd like to know more about it. First is Master Winkai. He's a student of the goddess Yaki. His book slayer has become the cornerstone of our berserker technique. And the second is Venerable Lu Ling, who made swords from wine. He's the only one who can do it. The third is Mei Muyun, Master Ki Kun's first student. He came up with our name, our technique, Berserker. I'm only mentioning their names to motivate you to train hard. Then maybe one day you'll become as famous. When might that day come? It's a long way to go. From now on, you'll have to start working really hard. Okay, now I'll teach you how to increase the power of your skills. A sandalwood box. You cannot trade. A box made of sandalwood has plenty of space. Oh, it's a inventory increase, I think. So if I go to okay. Best key to learn. Click here to open the window. Okay. Charged Cloud Ripper. This will introduce Slayer mastery actions, the basic sequence of movements for a charged Cloud Ripper. Okay. So start training. And we get teleported to another training area, haven't
Edge
we?
is an important resource for berserkers when using their abilities. Consume Edge and perform Solar Rider to deal more damage.
Okay. Alright.
Strike is an important resource when using the core move Cloud Ripper. Cast Wind Cleaver when hitting the target to recharge Strike. Attempt to continuously attack the target and recharge Strike by casting Wind Cleaver.
Okay, so Wind Cleaver.
Hold down the button to charge Cloud Ripper. If charging is performed longer, the number of charges can increase and Strike can be consumed. The charge level and Strike can increase the strength and range of skills.
Alright. That was the wrong skill.
Hold down the button to charge Cloud Ripper. If charging is performed longer, the number of charges can increase and Strike can be consumed. The charge level and Strike can increase the strength and range of skills.
Isn't that what I just did? Repeat. Oh, okay. Is that right? No, am I not doing this right?
Hold down the button to charge Cloud Ripper. If charging is performed longer, the number of charges can increase and Strike can be consumed.
Still not doing it right, obviously. What am I doing wrong? Strike an important resource, the power. Okay. What am I doing wrong? Strike an important resource, the power. Is it this? So I've got to get up. Ah, I needed to get that up to use it properly. Right, okay. Alright, so change course. Let's do this.
Phantoms are a combat method known only to berserkers. After a time, the phantoms will attack targets in the vicinity automatically, consume edge, and perform killing without a trace to create phantoms.
Okay.
When a phantom appears, perform Let Me Go to set the phantom's position so all phantoms attack your target. Shortly after performing Let Me Go, You can perform Let Me Go Next by pressing the button multiple times so that the phantoms attack the area in front of you. Phantoms are created automatically in this lesson. Try to control the phantoms so they attack the wooden stake.
Alright. So... Oh, that's cool. Right, next one. Okay. Kill with that trace. Which is... Kill without trace. Okay. Is that everything? Right. So I think that's everything. I'm a slow learner. That's enough for today. Go back and practice your skills. Thank you. Go see this guy over here. All right. Meant to talk to him, not attack him. Oops. Thank you.
I would have liked to chat more, but the madman from Chu sent you to me because of a serious matter. Come, I prepared everything for you.
Is that...
It looks unremarkable, but its origins are special. I asked Lieutenant Yu Chen-Ching to produce the mechanisms for us, which are required for teaching. If you can stay inside for 5 minutes and then make it out successfully, you pass the test.
I'll give it a try. We get some shoes.
We, the Berserkers, live by wine and by the sword. The people may judge whether our sword techniques are good or not, but when it comes to drinking, no one can match us. The madman from Chu thinks I'm still young. So...
And interact with him. Begin training. Avoid the soul force. Okay. Oh. Got hit. Okay, is that it? Just dodge balls.
You're back already. Not bad. You see, the madman from Chu tested my movement technique back in the day. He praised me for being swift as the wind and quick like lightning. These days I think, what's the point of it all? No matter how fast I move, I could never catch up to the deceased. But let's talk about something else. Here, take the green mountain jug. When we Berserker students are out and about, we use it to exchange news.
This jug, how do you use it?
I'll teach you when the time is right.
Thank you for... I'm going to see Saizhong Xingzhong, the leader of the 10 Berserkers, and borrow a copy of the Legends of the Drunken Master. Alright. And we get a green mountain pot. Okay, Right.
The ancestor Liu Ling wrote the book Legends of the Drunken Master. Every time I read it, I smell the bouquet of the wine. And then suddenly, everything becomes tasty.
I'll study the text miraculously.
Then I'll wait for your sword technique to improve, and for you to develop a finer taste for wine. Until that time, I'll forge you a coat of mail as a way of congratulating you for your progress.
A coat of mail like the one you have?
You... What can I say? Mine's nothing special. Someone told me they expect more from you than the leader of the 10 great berserkers. You can find a copy of Legends of the Drunken Master on top of the jug over there. Feel free to read it.
Oh, thank you. Oops. Had too much drink and falling off things, obviously. Blah, blah, blah. Where's the X? There it is. Okay. Right.
I may be...
Not bad. You made a lot of progress after all of the training. Since you wish to take part in the Sword Oath of the Berserkers, there's one thing you must know. 900 years ago, the ancestors of the Berserkers moved to the valley by choice in remembrance of Venerable Xingya to serve his teacher, Lan Yaoqi. And we steadfastly keep this promise. Many Berserkers have become heroes. I hope you'll carry on the will of our precursors and do justice to the name of the sword fighters.
Oh, keep it in mind, Madman Chu.
You've been away for so long. I've been waiting for you for a while.
Have you now?
Let me ask you, has your connection with the Blade Heart weakened again following this journey?
That, indeed, but hasn't the Blade Heart ancestor's illness just been cured?
Don't get your hopes up. This method can only heal the symptoms. If you wish to find a remedy for the cause, you will need to go to the Heavenly Ridge yourself and ask for Diwang's sacrifice formation to be performed.
Sacrifice formation.
Well, this formation is driven by the power of yin and yang.
It is said that a single yin is not born and a single yang does not grow.
Take the chi in order to retain the yin and yang, and I will be with you quickly.
Well, they don't understand what you're saying. Don't waste your breath. I have everything you need. The remaining Crimson Cloudstones used for soul control are a speciality of Wusai Village on the Heavenly Ridge. You can find them yourself when you're there. If you're having any difficulties, ask the young summoner, Feng Ming.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you, Vulnerable Kunwans. I'll let the Madman Chu from Chu know first then. Okay. Back to talking to this guy. You have no time to lose. Go to Wuchao Village right away. Thank you, Madman from Chu.
By the way, it is said a number of Wuchao nocturnal spirits recently appeared in Wusai Village. They look strange and emit negative chi. If you encounter them, it's better if you don't seek conflict with them.
Yet more negative chi. Then I'll take a look around there. Alright.
I may be younger, but since I joined before you did, you should call me older sister.
You want to participate in training quest, but your instance is too low. Come back when you're strong enough. Okay. Looks like a lot of people doing a lot of training. Alright. So that's the map, but I think I'm going to leave it there for now. Been going for a good hour and 20 or so. So thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you Scoop for staying the longest. I presume you're still here, so it's good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, that will do it for tonight. Might start streaming this again tomorrow night. Might be able to stop on a bit longer. We'll see what happens. But regardless, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.